fall and shoot the duck to the Fetty Gov. Sorry, my love, but I'm seeing through these eyes. Benz convoys.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Looking at Boston, they want to turn it around after the loss. Ball surveying the defense. That shot no good. Nice D from Porzingis. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Pass to Williams. Outside, Ball. Picked by Williams. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Ball. 4 on the clock. From about 19 feet. And Tatum pulls it down. Brown, right side. There's the drive. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
There's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside Tatum. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Smith outside. On the wing, Johnson. Over Tatum. Johnson's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's White. Rebound by Williams. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And here is Ball. That one, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Brown. No good on that one. Excellent D there by Johnson. In the corner, Smith with it. Outside, Ball. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Back to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Using smarts instead of just strength. Porzingis uses the feint before attacking.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Celtics making a switch here. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Pass to Prince. Here's Pritchard. Now Bamba. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Porter. Boston again missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make him all.
Smith, no luck. Boston trail. Right side, Porter. Free throw line jump shot. Bridges with the board.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Smith, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Porter, no luck. Smith inside. And the dunk by Smith.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Porter. Bronx grabs the miss. Top of the key. And Bamba pulls it down. Celtics trail by 4. Wood trying to free himself up. Behind the back and lays it in.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
That's a 2 from Smith. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Pritchard. Down low. 1:22 left to play in the first. Spins. And the shot clock expired. 24-second violation. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Deciding to change it up.
Give it up once again for your Celtics entertainment.
Back to Beasley. From downtown, Christian Wood grabs the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
To the inside. And the dunk by Bamba.
That 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Here's Man. Scoreless thus far.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Kennard. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Now here's Porter. Here's Pritchard. Clock at 6. Shoots over Man. A shot by Pritchard, no good. To the paint. Stolen by Bamba. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And he sinks the second. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. For 3, a Kobe. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hornets ahead. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Now, here's Kennard. Still without a basket. Pritchard. Banked in off the glass. Pritchard's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Boston. Shane, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "You can play small and big. You have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Bamba. For the 3. Good on the triple. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You've got to contest the shot better than that.
That one drops for him. And the Hornets lead by 2.
The graceful touch on the floater. Ball making it look easy.
About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Inside. Pass to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Kennard for 3. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bronx. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Ball no good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Now here's Taylor. Hasn't made one yet. Kennard for 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Diabate. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Back to Ball. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. Both teams will make substitutions. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Tatum draws the double. Pass to Prince. Back to Tatum. The 11-footer misses off the right iron. Hornets leading by 5. Outside Williams. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Smith in the posts. Pass to Diabate. He's looking for Williams and finds him. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now here's Brown. Still scoreless. Tatum no good. And it's the Bronx with the ball. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Sweet move. Back to Smith. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Here's Boston now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Wood sets a screen. Here's Prince. Can't get it to fall.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The Bronx leading by 7. And Smith gets double-teamed. Beasley with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Beasley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, it just seems that every pass. They make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams making some changes here. .143 left now here in the second. Screen by Porzingis. To stop the drought. Misses in close.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to man. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Johnson. Hit by Bridges. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boston ball.
Celtics trailed by 10. Outside, Porzingis. Nice move. Got a piece of it.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside Tatum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, over the years, we've seen Tatum become increasingly comfortable playing through contact.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
White. And it's off from 3-point range. On the wing, Bridges. He gets it in there.
Miles Bridges.
Bridges got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
21.
And so it's the Bronx looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And that one drops.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Here's Ball, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Here's Tatum, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
Here's Ball, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Ball's got 13.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Josh Okogie, Malik Beasley.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now, here's Ball. He's got 13. White with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that leg.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Here's Beasley following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. All going up court. White, good.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And Beasley, here we go. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 5 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Second team foul.
Here's Brown. Nothing on the board. Down low. Deflects the pass. Beasley with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Outside Ball. Pass to Diabate. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound Boston. White left side. Here goes Tatum. Knocks it loose. Back to White. Offensive screen. White goes in. It's good. White's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Diabate. three, Beasley. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston, trailing by 10. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Here's Tatum, following the bucket by the Hornets. Bronx grabs the miss. Now Ball. He's got 13. And Johnson with the stuff.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Mamba. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Ball. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Celtics trailed by 12. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. .135 left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Diabate. Second chance shot. And Bamba pulls it down. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
6 feet out. That shot off. The Bronx leading by 12. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Holiday attacking. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Trying to get open is Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Tatum. Launches from deep. Bronx grabs the miss. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Bronx. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break.
The visiting team, 52.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Man with it. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the basket by Hauser.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Man. Bridges outside. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Man. Here's the teardrop. Good Great play by Green to set it up.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
And finished off by Wood.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. On the wing, Green takes a three. Connects from three-point range. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Porter looking it over. Here's Hauser. Out to Porzingis. Just three to shoot. Over Smith. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Smith outside. Outside, Green. Bridges outside. Porter with the steal. Here's the break. It's stolen by Green. Smith right side. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trailed by 14. Here's Porter, and he banks in the lane.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
Pass to Williams. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Hauser. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Outside Williams. For three, Bridges. It's rebounded by Porzingis. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Wood in the post.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. To the inside. Out to Porzingis. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Williams. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And finished off by Williams.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Now, here's Brown. Knocked away. It's stolen by Smith. Fast break, the Bronx. Here's Bridges. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trailed by 13. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Porzingis. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
They certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Here's Tatum. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Bronx leading by 13. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Checking into the away team, number 1.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. That one doesn't drop. On the wing, Brown goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
Now, here's Bridges. And here is Ball. Smith on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. And the layup falls.
Johnson.
And the Hornets lead by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bronx.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Mark Williams.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here's Porzingis, and he can't jam it through. Here's Ball, and he uses the glass on the layup.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
So no problem for the Bronx.